A little sidetracked with the hackling about the scheduling. Of course, we all know this weird schedule we'll have to deal with a federal law that is just no longer valid. It's a lie because it says that marijuana has no medicinal value in the United States, and 15 states today prove otherwise. Not to mention the piles of information coming constantly to us through organizations like Patients Out of Time and Normal and other, but mostly Patients Out of Time, that engages with scientists all over the planet who know the value of marijuana at every level today. Not to have it in our pharmacopoeia is really a crime, considering the incredible research that's been done with tumors and cancers, which one in every two of us is expected to have some form of cancer in our lifetime. So it is way beyond an epidemic. So this needs to change. The other issue I didn't get to address in my speech, which was really important to me, and I'm really sorry I got diverted from it, but what I wanted to talk to and wanted to thank the ACLU for working with is this ridiculous notion that people who use marijuana are not capable of working. That kind of ridiculous behavior really ruined my life. As a young woman, 35 years ago, I was forced into an early retirement for which I didn't qualify financially or otherwise, simply because some crazy woman in the White House, a wife of a president, was just saying, just say no, just say no. Just say no meant I couldn't look for a job, means that I am your tax burden today because my Social Security was based on the few years that I did work in the bank after I was raising kids at home and all that. But so consequently, you have to take care of my food, you have to take care of my health, you have to take care of things that I would have been proud and happy to take care of for myself. When you keep a citizen from working because of marijuana, you better start looking at what other drugs he's on to begin with. No doubt this patient is on caffeine, lots of sugar. Well, we actually have had murder of politicians in San Francisco from Twinkies, right? You remember the Twinkies and how they made cops killers? So anyway, we have that to deal with. Drugs, there is no war on drugs. Please stop saying that because it's another blatant lie. The war is not on drugs. There are more drugs in our pharmacopoeia every day, useless drugs. What it is a war on us, on we the people. We are expected to respect and love people who are being trained to take away our properties, our liberties, our Constitution, and it can't happen. If you cannot have respect for a man-made law, because when a man-made law is contrary to the law of nature, as this one is specifically, then it has no validity anytime, anywhere, under any circumstances, and that's according to Blackstone law commentaries, which is the basis of law in the United States. You need to wake up as a citizen and say you will no longer tolerate that. You need to make your politicians understand, as Major Kitty does. Kitty Pierce, I thank you for being honest, upright, and for caring about us. I'm glad this is Medical Marijuana Awareness Month. I hope we get a lot of education out there through this means. And until we can convince other politicians that it will not take, when 80% of the people are in favor of it, how is it you think you're going to lose votes by standing up for the people? That's another myth they have put in your head, and it's not true. I know we've been there for Major Kitty, and we will be there again and again and again, if for now, because she's a great mayor anyway. But the fact that she has compassion and understanding of the problem and once is willing to put herself out there to help us really makes that woman a hero in my book, and it sure inspires you to get the same out of other politicians. It does me. And I hope we all meet with the cabinet of this Obama administration and then the federal prohibition, because as long as that exists, then we will always be criminalized by whatever clown is out there without endocannabinoids in their system. Because if they had those joined to the receptors in their brain that have been used with marijuana since the beginning of time, if they still were using those, there is no way they could continue to write these bizarre laws that affect us in such a negative way in so many, many, many aspects of our life. So please, let's get it together. Let's end this hideous prohibition. Make it this year. Ask your politicians as you work with them. Are you in favor of ending this hideous prohibition? Do you know of any common sense that should uphold this prohibition? Because I've been looking at it for 35 years and I have not found it. There is no common sense to this.
That's a fact.
It's insanity. Insanity. And that we accept that insanity and respect it as law, there's something really wrong with that. Really wrong with that. That's why I'm here.
That's true.
To remind us that we need to make changes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now this is what I call medicine.